What is going on, Fam Jam? Continuing with regular season predictions. Today is OHIO, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And I'm going to give you what I think is the shakedown of their season, starting with Indiana. They're going to Indiana. I think the Hoosiers are just outmatched completely. Ohio State is looking at this as kind of a revenge season, coming 1 point away from going to the college football playoff. Many of them think they would have won that game against TCU. We'll never know because they didn't win it. Georgia won and then went back-to-back national championships. And I think Indiana pays that price. Ohio State wins big at Indiana. The next week, Youngstown State comes to the Horseshoe. Ohio State wins. Western Kentucky comes to the Horseshoe. Ohio State wins. Then the big test early in the season for them is Ohio State goes to South Bend to play Notre Dame. Big take for the season. Notre Dame wins that game. I saw what they did. Now, Navy's not a really great team this year, but I saw what Notre Dame was able to do with their transfer quarterback. I like what they're doing, and trust me, I'm not a huge Notre Dame guy, but I'm looking objectively at it. It's a 7:30 kickoff in South Bend. It'll be a close game. I think Notre Dame pulls it out. They need that signature win where Ohio State doesn't need a super signature win. So Notre Dame wins that one, and Ohio State falls to 3-1. Maryland then comes to town, pays the price for the loss, and Ohio State rolls Maryland pretty good. This is my upset pick, or upset alert. I'm not going to say that they're going to win it, but this is an upset alert. October 14th, Ohio State has to go to Purdue. Purdue always just has magic at home when it's Ohio State or Michigan. You're looking at things, magic things happen in the air. I do think Ohio State does win it, but they need to be on alert. The next game is Penn State at Ohio State. A lot of people are saying this is going to be an incredible game. It's so close. I don't think so. I think Ohio State rolls Penn State in this game. And then Ohio State goes to Wisconsin. And this is another one of those tricky games because it's at Wisconsin. I'm just enjoying all the offseason talk and everything. I'm ready to see what Wisconsin can do. I think they can pull off the win. But for now, probably not. I think Ohio State wins at Wisconsin. And then Ohio State goes to Rutgers. Ohio State wins. State comes into the Horseshoe. Ohio State wins. And then Minnesota, who was very inspired on Thursday night, ended up taking down Nebraska. But their offensive struggles, that defense is not going to stop Ohio State the way they were able to stop Nebraska for most of the game. And if they can't score, they're not going to beat them. So Ohio State wins in the Horseshoe, rolls into the Big House the last week of the year with only one loss coming to Notre Dame. And this is going to decide who goes to the Big Ten. Ohio State goes to Michigan. Michigan has won the last two in a row. A lot of people are picking that as going Ohio State wants to get back on the other side of that. I'm not one of those. I think Michigan protects the Big House, takes down Ohio State, and goes to the Big Ten championship for the third year in a row. So Ohio State will end the season 10-2 with losses at Notre Dame and at Michigan. But I will say they could be the first two-loss team to get into the college football playoff. Would not surprise me if that was the first time that happened. So just pay attention to those. And that's the way I see Ohio State's season, regular season, shaking out at a 10-2 season. Again, guys, if you agree, disagree, just keep it clean in the comments and bring some football acumen. Don't just say that, oh, I'm being a homer. Okay, come on, guys. Bring me something besides, well, you're not a fan. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I wouldn't be surprised if they do run the table. That's very possible for Ohio State. They do recruit talent at a very elite level, but I think Notre Dame's got their number this year. And just going into the Big House, I think Michigan wants to keep that streak alive, and that's what happens. So Ohio State ends it 10-2 to close out the season, but does have a chance to be the first two-loss team to get into the playoff, with next year going into a 12-team playoff, and then for sure we'll have somebody with two losses jump in there. So anyway, guys, that's how I see Ohio State's season shaking out. Leave in the comments, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and keep it tuned in right here for all kinds of college football, NFL football, and hopefully playoff baseball. If you like any of those, I'll give you my thoughts. Let us talk about it. I love to talk to you guys in the comments, and we will see you guys next time. But until then, Fam Jam, I'm out.